Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to go over the concept of covariant return types, what they're all about and why you would essentially use them. So if you know about overriding methods, fantastic. Keep watching because covariant return types is pretty much following up on what you probably already know with overriding methods. If you don't know about overriding methods, there'll be a link below that you can obviously watch. But to give you an idea, if we make the assumption that you already know about overriding methods, one thing that Java introduced, and it's been here for a while now, is the concept of returning the type in a more specific value within its subclass. So probably the best way for me to go through this is to just give you a quick run through. So if I put a class vehicle, vehicle, I wonder how many times I'm going to spell vehicle wrong, and then let's say class car that extends vehicle. Terrible today. Alright, so let's say I want to inherit methods within vehicle. So let's say let's create a public, and for the purpose of this I'll just return the actual vehicle as a return type. So return type, and then let's say make type, whatever. Return new vehicle. Spelling again. Shock. Alright. And you know what? Let's just put sys out. This is from the vehicle method. So what we have at the moment is that within the class, I really want to override the method within the vehicle. What I don't want to do is have this specific method returning this specific type. What I can do is just do a quick copy and paste, and that all overrides successfully. One thing is that you can now do in Java is you can change the return type to make sure it's more specific. So knowing that within overriding methods you have to have sort of identical arguments and a number of return types, and then they're in the specific order, that sort of thing. And then obviously the return type has to be identical amongst other things. One thing you can do with the concept of a variant or return type itself is make sure that what you're returning back is more specific. So you're kind of narrowing down the actual return. So what I can do is I can override this method but return the type as a more narrow variation of that return of that specific class. So you can see here it's overriding that specific method. This is one thing to note. Obviously you're overriding methods for the purpose of inheritance, but give a note that you can do covariant return types based on if you extend a specific class, but you want to make the overriding method more specific. You can do by adding in either its specific class that you're in there, or the class above, or any other inherited superclasses. Just to make a note, obviously you can have, let's say, object being the return type, but this will obviously compile as well. It's not obviously a good start. It's not a good point to have object within as a return type, but it kind of gives you an idea that if you have a subtype class, if you have a subclass that you want to make the return type of the overriding method more specific, you can do. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to go through. Alright guys, thanks.